After almost 10 years of development, Final Fantasy XV is nearly here. The game series has been going since the 1980s, and Final Fantasy has managed to find its way into the hearts of so many gamers. As a series that is constantly improving, adapting, and refining its formula, a whole bunch of exciting new or improved features can be expected in Final Fantasy XV. With that in mind, here are our top 5 features that will be in this highly anticipated game. At number 5 we have a dynamic world. Nothing makes the game feel more alive than a world that constantly changes. From sunshine to torrential rain, the beautiful world of Eos will feature a dynamic weather system that alters the way your magic spells work. Fire spells will be more powerful in the sun, but they're also more likely to ignite the surrounding environment. Fire is extinguished in the rain, but thunder magic is enhanced. The time of day will impact which monsters you see, and you can expect to see more deadly enemies during the night. Speaking of monsters, the developers have tried to make them as lifelike as possible. Inspiration was taken from nature programs such as National Geographic. Larger monsters will prey on smaller monsters in this rich ecosystem. All of the mentioned features will mean that Final Fantasy XV will have the most immersive and lifelike world in the series to date. When you're not travelling the road or battling monsters, you'll be putting your feet up and camping out with your friends. Aside from being a way to pass time, the camp will be a core gameplay feature that allows you to level up your character, cook and eat food for status buffs, and get some much needed rest. If your characters don't get enough sleep, they'll suffer from negative side effects and debuffs. Aside from this, camping with your crew is a great time for bonding, and through this you can unlock new combos to perform in combat. The camping feature is a surprisingly nice touch that really shows the characters' camaraderie. On the subject of friends, at number 3 we have a new group of characters. Over the years the Final Fantasy series has given us a chance to play as some brilliant characters. From Tidus to Cloud to Zidane, every character has their own personality and story. With a new game comes a new cast, and Final Fantasy XV will feature a new main protagonist along with a new cast of characters that will be the heart and soul of this next entry to the series. Noctis is the main playable character in the game. Being described as a sort of anti-hero, Noctis has a curious personality that's quite different to other protagonists of the series so far. Along with his fellow companions, Gladiolus, Ignis and Prompto, you'll go on an epic new journey in the world of Eos. There's a brilliant sense of friendship between these characters, and as expected from a Final Fantasy game, they all have layers of complexity and charisma that adds that essential human touch. Coming in at number 2, we have an open world. Open worlds are all the rage right now, with titles such as Metal Gear Solid and The Legend of Zelda recently joining the trend. And for all the right reasons too. Open worlds take away the pressure of following a linear path, and instead allow gamers to go at their own pace and soak in the world. From the start of Final Fantasy XV, players will be thrown into a vast open world brimming with content. Side quests, hidden items, shops, and much more will be spread across the map. Exploring this world is made even more fun thanks to the regalia, which you're able to drive. If driving isn't your cup of tea though, the car can be set to autopilot whilst you sit back and enjoy the view. All of the features I've mentioned so far in this video are only enhanced by this open world, and it's a much welcomed addition to the Final Fantasy series. Finally, at number 1, the pinnacle of Final Fantasy XV's features, we have the new battle system, which is one of Final Fantasy's most radical changes. Long-time fans of the series will be familiar with the turn-based combat of the previous Final Fantasy games. That's all set to change, as Final Fantasy XV will be moving on to a combat system that favours a more real-time approach, slightly more akin to Kingdom Hearts. Rather than taking turns, you will now be able to move around the battle arena freely, striking when you choose to. Many will be glad to know that battles now begin seamlessly, with no loading screens. Being broken down into attacking, defending, and using special abilities, the battling is like a continuous flow of movements, with combos and instant weapon switching helping to drive it. Things feel even more fast-paced thanks to the warp ability that allows Noctis to freely warp to a nearby enemy or location. That doesn't mean the combat is button mashing though, it's just very streamlined and there's a lot of depth and strategy. Magic will of course be making a return, and it's been refined favouring flexibility over quantity. There will be fewer spells, but players will have the ability to tweak their spells and even combine them. The new combat system of Final Fantasy XV may cause divide in its fanbase, but it's an exciting new feature, and we're glad to see the series continuously experimenting and adapting. So those were our top 5 features of Final Fantasy XV. If we missed anything, feel free to let us know in the comment section. We reply to every comment we receive, and we love to hear from our viewers. Final Fantasy 15 is expected to release on November the 29th of 2016. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content from Digital Pinnacle. Thanks for watching.